the new Amelia events list booking form. What's up guys, welcome back to Amelia's tutorials. My name is Alexander and I'm here to show you the new events list booking form. Now the backend remains the same. In events, you can configure events that you want to offer to your customers. So let's just edit a couple of events to show you real quick what they do and how they are configured. So for example, this is event called Biology 2. It's set to be held on August 8th from 2 until 5 p.m. It's not a recurring event. The booking is opened immediately when the event is saved, but the booking closes when the event starts. So on August 8th at 2 p.m. no one will be able to book it. So let's say you guys want to close it a bit before. So let's say August 7th at 11 p.m. You can define a custom address here, or you can choose from your locations. So let's set it to be Queens. Under Zoom user, you can select one of your employees that will be actually providing this event. So I'll go through this a bit later, but I just want to show that there is a Zoom user option if you configured Zoom. So organizer is the one for Google or Outlook event. Now, if you select one of the employees connected to a Google Calendar, this person will be the organizer to whose calendar this event will be added. The staff is the list of your employees. So, for example, you want to choose again Connor Matthews, or you can choose multiple employees who will be providing this event. So, for example, this is Biology 2. So let's say Connor is the lead professor and James and Michael are assistants. In here, you can see your previous tags, but when you start typing and hit enter, you'll create a new tag, which will be shown in here and all other events in the future. The notify the attendees checkbox is here to allow you to send notification to your attendees if they booked when you click save. So in here, let's just say Biology 2 is an event where we'll cover the basics of biology. Under pricing, you define the price, the maximum allowed spots, whether you're going to allow your customers to bring more people, if the price will be multiplied by the number of people, and if the same customer can book more than once. You can enable the deposit payment and multiply by the number of people. You can allow the customers to pay the total event amount, which is $70. And in here we have custom pricing. For example, beginner, it's not going to be 70, it's going to be 60. Intermediate is going to be 65. And advanced, it's going to be 80. Now this doesn't apply to this specific event, but I'm just going through these options. So for example, if there are a total of 5 seats for the beginner, a total of 10 seats for the intermediate, and 3 seats for advanced, you can define it like this. Or if there are no definitions based on the tickets, you can define the maximum number of 30 allowed spots. So 30 beginners can book, or 5 beginners, 5 intermediate, and 20 advanced, and so on. You can also define the pricing by date range. So for example, if someone books the event as an early bird, for example, from August 2nd to August 3rd, the beginner is not going to be 60, but it's going to be 50, intermediate is going to be 60, and advanced is going to be 70. Then again, we can add a new date range, which will be more expensive if they book on August 7th. So it will be 70, 80, 100. So with this, you can define the prices per date range. The dates in between will use the default pricing. So between August 4th and August 6th, so 4th, 5th, and 6th, we'll use the pricing defined in here, and these dates will be defined. So today is August 2nd, and I will be able to see these prices on the front end. You can also close the event after the minimum of attendees. For example, 10 people book. Once 10 people book, the event will close. Or if there are 10 bookings, but remember that each person can bring more people. So 10 bookings can be 70 people, or it can be 10 people, or it can be 15 people, depending on how many people they're bringing it with them. And we can also limit the number of additional people. For example, you can bring 2 people with you. Under customize, you choose the gallery, you set the color of the event, and choose whether the event is going to show on the site or if you'll be able to add attendees only from the backend. Under settings, you get to choose the minimum time required before canceling, if the payment via link is going to be enabled. If there were other payment options enabled, I will be able to select PayPal, Stripe, or Razorpay. And under integrations, there is currently only lesson space because the Zoom is already defined in here. So let's just save this as biology 2. Let's save it. I may have went a little into details, but I just want to make sure that whoever is looking at the video wants to see the new events booking form also has the basics of how events are configured. So let's just check this one out because this is a recurring event, and also the Physics 101. Physics 101 is not a recurring event. It's an event where there are multiple dates. So on August 9th, 16th, and 23rd, there are 3 different dates for the same class. Now this is used when you have this Physics 101. The first lesson is going to be on August 9th. The second lesson is going to be on August 16th. The third lesson is going to be on August 23rd. So this is one event that covers 3 different lessons. It doesn't repeat. So this is, of course, as the Zoom user is created, we have the Zoom links added to the event. Now, I'll just show you this. I wanted to show you the difference between multi-date events and recurring events. So as I said, this is a single event with 3 lessons. Once lesson 1 is done, it continues with lesson 2. Once lesson 2 is done, it continues with lesson 3. Now, a recurring event like maths here is an event which recurs every week until September 1st. What does this mean when you take a look at the events? This event, let's call it a lesson again, but this time it's the same lesson over and over and over again. Something like a course. So I'm providing a course today, and it's going to repeat every week, and I'm going to be talking the exact same thing every week until, in this case, September the 1st. So this is the main difference between recurring events and multi-day events. So a multi-day event, when booked, as you can see here, if a customer books a multi-day event, that same customer is going to be added to every day. As I said, it's a single event with 3 lessons. So if a customer books Physics 101, the same customer, the same attendee will be added to all 3 events. So 17 people booked. Where a recurring event is different because if there's an attendee added here, let's add this an attendee for the August 11th here. Let's just use Bruce Wayne. Sure. Save. Now, as you can see, Bruce Wayne is added to this event. So math, but he is not added to this event here because, as I said, it's a recurring event where me as a presenter would be repeating the same stuff over and over again. So there's no reason for Bruce to listen to me repeat the same stuff over and over again. That's the main difference between a recurring event and a multi-day event. I'm sure you guys will use it, will find this information useful. Now, back to the new events list form. When you edit a page, and again, we're using Elementor, you can see the events list booking, Amelia events list booking shortcode. The Amelia's widgets are in here as explained in the previous video, and mostly all videos that are used for recording these tutorials use Elementor, and I almost always go through this, that you can type Amelia in Elementor and all these widgets will come up. Now this is the new list, Amelia events list. The old one is this, where you get to choose what type it is. So let me just show you. This is the old events form, where you can choose the list or the calendar. Now we've defined a new form with just events list booking, and in here we can pre-select the booking parameters. So we choose a specific event or a specific tag and so on. So on the front end, when we take a look at the page, we'll see that the events load in a nicer form. Let's just remove these booking parameters and refresh this page. So now when the page loads, we can see all these events that exist. As I said earlier, when I edited the biology event, the pricing is defined per date range. So from August 2nd until August 3rd, I can see that the prices are 50, 60, and 70 compared to 60, 65, and 80. So today and tomorrow, this will start from 50. And I can see these tickets in here, beginner 50, intermediate 60, advanced 70. The event info covers the timetable, and so when it's going to be held on August 8th from 2 to 5. And here's the description that we've added, and it says something. If the employee has a description, it will be listed here. Now Connor here has a PhD in physics, but apparently he's also teaching biology. Michael and James currently don't have any description, so we can't read anything about them. But anyway, once the customer clicks on book event, they will be able to choose the ticket. So we've defined the maximum bookings of the maximum capacity for tickets is set to 3. We've limited the number of additional people, and this is why we can book only 1 ticket for us and 2 for the other 2 people. So I'm booking for myself and 2 others. When I click on continue, I should be able to enter my details, but since I'm already logged into my WordPress account, I'm not able to. And this is also something that I'm always mentioning, and I'm always forgetting to do this in these tutorials. Never book anything if you're logged in as an administrator, because it can cause issues. So let's open this in an incognito window, but I don't want this. I want the booking page, so I can just show you real quick. So again, I've shown you the biology event. I'll now show you physics. Again, on the front end, you can see the difference between a multi-day event and a recurring event. So maths is offered 3 times since it's a recurring event, while physics is offered once. And when you click on it, and you can see the difference here, it begins on August 9th. All the other events just show the date. So as a multi-day event, it begins on August 9th. When you read more, you can actually see the timetable is from August 9th until August 23rd. So August 9th, August 16th, August 23rd at 11 and at 10. So basically, when a customer books this event, they're booking all 3 dates, while if they choose maths, they are only booking August 11th at 9 or August 18th at 9. And you can also see how many slots are left if the event is open or closed. So again, as a non-logged in user, I'm booking this event, and it asks how many attendees do you want to book the event for? 4, let's say 4, and continue. Here is the information. So let's say John Hancock, email is not mandatory, phone is not mandatory, and I can click on continue. So in here, I see the Physics 101 for 4 people is $480. The payment will be done on the site. Again, if there are multiple payment methods, your customers will be offered the payment methods unless it's a WooCommerce. If it's WooCommerce, it's only WooCommerce. So when I click book event, I'm presented with the congratulations screen where I can see that I booked Physics 101 with the event ID. The event starts on August 9th. It ends on August 23rd. And I can add it to my calendars. I can access the customer panel, or I can simply click on finish and be redirected to a non-existing page, which is wpamelia test. This is something that I've configured in general settings of Amelia. So just to show you that real quick, I've defined this redirect after booking here, so it redirects me to a currently non-existing website. Before we end this tutorial, I wanted to show you something that I'm not able to show on a local host, so I'm using our testing TMS testing space, and in here I want to show you that if you create a test event for, let's say, August 5th at 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. skipping the Zoom user, if I select myself as the organizer and click save, this event will be added to my Google Calendar, which is right here. So here we go. I created a test event and added myself out here, and here we go. This is the test event on August 5th at 9 a.m. This is done with the Google Calendar integration. So under Google Calendar, under settings, integrations, we've configured Google Calendar. You can check out that video here. So after configuring this, we've enabled Google Meet, and we've even added events attendees. So once a customer books this event, they will be added as an attendee. So once this is configured and once your employee is connected to the Google Calendar or the Google account, and here, this event, which is now created in here, is added to my calendar as a busy slot. And now if I add an attendee, it doesn't matter if the attendee is added from the back end or the front end, he will be booked in here, and this event will refresh immediately, obviously. So since I've enabled add event attendees, Peter Parker is now added to this event. Now, again, you can check out the Google Calendar video. But anyway, you can configure the event title and description here. Currently, it's only set to event name, but you can also add the description here, and you can use these suggested notification placeholders. So for example, let's say event description can be added here, and so on. You can play around with this as much as you want. I hope this helps you with the new events list booking form, and I hope it clears some doubts about how to create an event, what the difference is between a recurring event and a multi-day event, how you can configure Google Meet integration, how you can configure the Zoom Meet integration. Now, before we go, I just wanted to show you that the Google Meet link has been automatically generated because we've enabled Google Meet in here. So yeah, one more outro from me. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys with all this information. In the description of the video, you can skip to certain steps, and of course, we're open to all suggestions. We would like to hear your thoughts about this video, and we would like to hear what you guys would like to see next, what we missed, what you would like us to explain. Please leave all those in the comment section below. And while you're there, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys, and take care.